today's episode? A new day, a new adventure. It's Chao Phraya River Day. A very bright day. We hope you enjoy this journey. So buckle up and let's go. It was a lovely day. But it was hot, really hot. This is Bangkok, after all. We just love the vibrance of the river and all the different boats. This interesting one had monks. Santa Cruz Church was built in 1770 by the Portuguese community. Still stands gracefully on the banks of the Chao Phraya River. No words can truly hold the sensations of this journey. For 150 baht, you can hop on and off all day from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Not our stop yet. The Chao Phraya is the lifeblood of Bangkok, flowing through the heart of the city. Known as the River of Kings, it has been central to Thailand's history and culture for centuries. Over 50,000 people use its ferries and boats every day. Temples, palaces, and markets have grown along its banks, shaping the city's identity. The iconic long-tail boats race along the Chao Phraya, weaving tradition into the city's flow. The Grand Palace has stood as Bangkok's most iconic landmark since 1782. Its golden spires and sacred halls embody the heart of Thailand's history and spirituality. Don't you love the longboats? Here's our stop, close to Bangkok's iconic temples. Everywhere we wander, the market stalls steal our hearts. Seeing the monks in their robes is a reminder of Thailand's deep spiritual traditions. Their orange garments reflect a life of humility and faith. We refreshed with coconut water and continued the journey. We love weird art we can't understand. Another art we love. We paid only 200 baht for 1.5 hours in a tuk-tuk. The secret? Drivers get fuel vouchers from shops. We stopped at a tailor and some jewelry stores along the way. The driver was a nice guy. We did not care about the stores. We just wanted to see the temples along the way. Who comes to Southeast Asia for a tailored suit? Not me, not this time at least. Wat Intharawihan, the only one temple we recorded. Because it was the only one we got inside. We don't know why, to be honest, but it was a nice day. Beautiful and impressive. And bright, sorry. Silence and hats off, please. We took a great picture of the sitting monk. Check out our Instagram at letters F elsewhere. That snake statue represents the Naga, a mythical serpent in Buddhist and Hindu traditions. Hard-working men under the melting sun of Bangkok. A moment of silence, grateful simply to be alive. We stopped at a jewelry store filled with diamonds, rubies, and emeralds worth thousands of dollars. Needless to say, we didn't buy anything. Aside from a fun little tuk-tuk fridge magnet. We love the tuk-tuk rides. It feels free and unforgettable. The breeze, the open road, and the tuk-tuk's rhythm. Pure joy. The tuk-tuk carried us through Bangkok, the warm wind weaving freedom into every turn. With each turn of the tuk-tuk, the city whispered its stories through the rushing wind. Enjoy the third-person view. We were dropped off near the very same pier. Another fun river ride. This is the famous and iconic Wat Arun temple. Its spire, covered in porcelain, shines beautifully under the sun. Wat Arun's central spire stands about 70 meters tall, once the tallest structure in Bangkok. The river carries the city's soul, while the skyline rises like a dream against the clouds. We decided to stop at the grand IconSiam mall. Time to eat something and admire its design. On the first floor, we found SookSiam, a massive indoor cultural and food market. The design recreates the charm of a floating market indoors. SookSiam brings together flavors from all 77 provinces of Thailand. You can taste rare regional dishes hard to find in Bangkok. Fresh fruits, spices, and sweets fill the air with aromas. It feels like traveling across Thailand in just one floor. Colorful boats filled with flowers float inside. They recreate the beauty of Thailand's floating markets. The flowers bring fragrance, color, and life to the scene. It feels like a river market brought indoors. Time for coconut? Yes, of course. The air is thick with the smell of spices, grilled meats, and sweets. Some focus on northern Thai dishes, others on Isan or southern cuisine.
Care of your belongings, so as not to lose them accidentally.
You can enjoy both street food flavors and restaurant-style comfort in the same space. Pad Thai, the world-famous stir-fried noodle dish, is from the central region. In Thailand, crocodile meat is considered a delicacy. Muay Thai is Thailand's national sport and martial art. It's called the art of 8 limbs, using fists, elbows, knees, and shins. Every fight begins with a ritual dance called Wai Kru Ram Muay. Muay Thai is not just a sport, it's part of Thailand's identity. Watching it live is a mix of culture, respect, and power. It's both a discipline of the body and a spirit of resilience. It was a really interesting experience. We enjoyed every moment of it. The upper floors of IconSiam Mall. One of the top floors. Impossible to resist the charm of these toys. Just outside Starbucks to appreciate the view, a towering portrait of Thailand's King Rama X watches over the city. Boats glide past as the skyline rises in the distance. It's a magnetic view where river, light, and life flow together. Here, Bangkok feels both timeless and endlessly alive. Pop Mart collectible toys. Not this one, I guess. The character looks like part of the Molly or Labubu series. If you're curious about Pop Mart, watch our first Bangkok video. The helicopter drifts away above the city's skyline. Time for the last stop of the day. One of the best days in Bangkok. For a total of 30 amazing days. We usually travel slow, but not always. This is the famous Asiatique. It combines shopping, dining, and entertainment in one place. There's even a Ferris wheel with stunning views of Bangkok. Not that we went. One of Bangkok's luxury dinner cruise boats, a floating restaurant on the Chao Phraya. Astonishing view. Another one of many river cruises. This is a love letter to Bangkok. Gliding across the river, they shine like moving parties on the water. The cruise parties blast loud music, turning the river into a floating dance floor. We had fun here, but we didn't record it all. If your heart is still here with ours, let this subscribe be a small handshake and welcome aboard. Wait. A sudden change of environment. Sorry about that. Now it's time for a nice trip outside Bangkok. Welcome aboard and let's go first to the railway market. This was a journey to two iconic places in Thailand. 2 hours on the bus, and now just 1 more hour on the train. This is the famous and crowded railway market. We were greeted in a really cool way. The train passes right through the bustling market, with people waiting just inches from the tracks. And this is our stop. Since we were on board, we couldn't see the train passing from the ground. However, we still walked by the tracks. This is where our journey through the canals begins. Amanda and I were together with a family from Rome. These boats have a big engine and they're fast. King Rama IV ordered the construction of the Damnoen Saduak Canal, finished in 1868. The objective was to connect the Mai Klong and Tha Chin rivers. The river was very busy. The canal stretches about 32 kilometers and links more than 200 smaller canals, which allowed farming communities to trade directly from their boats. The floating market was incredible, full of history and a rich cultural experience. You might have realized this by now. While locals once relied heavily on it for daily trade, today, it's mostly a tourist attraction. Every boat we crossed had tourists on board, not unlike us. We had such a fun time during the 20-minute ride. We can't recommend it enough. Today, many locals make their living through tourism along the canals. The market is busiest from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Friendly neighborhood with Spider-Man, now on water duty. Many of the vendors are elderly Thai women wearing wide-brimmed straw hats called NGOP, continuing a trading tradition passed down through generations. This boat is packed with goods, turning the canal into a floating shop. Colorful boats line the canal, packed with souvenirs and toys. Who needs a scarf when you've got a giant snake around your neck? Of course, we had to hold one too. Such a lovely lady. place was crowded. We loved the energy of the floating market. Peaceful little shops sell hats, t-shirts, and souvenirs in a calmer contrast to the busy canal. Boats piled high with fruits and street food, all drifting past in a colorful stream. The atmosphere was a blend of chaos and charm. Something to say about these engines. Very noisy and not exactly eco-friendly, but they're cheap to maintain and reliable. Which is why locals have used this setup for decades. Time to leave the boat behind and explore on foot. We have 1 hour before meeting the group at the bus. And of course, watching the people along the canals was just as fascinating. We were so hungry at lunch that we completely forgot to film it. But here's something even better: the colorful rhythm of the canals and the people around them. Here, the rhythm of daily life flows with the boats, filled with fruits, food, and conversations. We almost lost track of time, and that's how we know it was one of our best days in Thailand. The canals carried us through colors, sounds, and faces we'll never forget. Every boat told a story. Every smile felt like a gift. And as the water kept flowing, so did the memory of one of our most beautiful days in Thailand. This was the next afternoon, our final day in Bangkok and Thailand. Thailand surprised us every single day. From busy markets to quiet temples, every corner felt alive. We met incredible people, ate unforgettable food, and saw places we'll always carry with us. Bangkok gave us the perfect farewell, high above the city lights. This wasn't just a trip. It was one of the best experiences of our lives. We hope you enjoyed this journey with us. If you liked the video, drop a comment, hit that like button, and subscribe for more stories from around the world.